So people, Rying King do an interview with Irie FM last night, and people will have that video for providing with, so stay tuned. So people, in that interview Rying King do on Irie FM, Rying King talk about the shooting what happened in Montego Bay. People, I think about 6 months Rying King get shot. So people, Rying King finally break silence. So Rying King explain everything. Rying King also talk about him brand new album when him set to release. Rying King say him a go tell a story. So people will know say something good Rying King a forward with something very creative. Rying King say him a go explain to him fans them what really happened. Cause we know the people them want to know what Rying King a go through the face away him been a go through get injured. Yeah, so what I say. So people, Rying King I go talk about everything about that. So people, wanna stay tuned for listen what Rying King have to say. So people, before we provide you with that video, leave a like on this video. Still have to subscribe to this channel, turn on a post notification so whenever I have a new upload, you are the first one to get notified. People, in that interview, it's a very good interview from Rying King. Rying King explain a lot of things. Yeah, so what I say. So people, we are going to play about 8 minutes and couple seconds out of the interview. So people, if you don't want to see the full interview, just go over IRFM JA and just watch the full interview with Rying King. I explain a lot of things. Rying King I tell about him new music them of forward. People, a lot of great things Rying King I talk about in an interview. Very good interview from Rying King. People at first hear Rying King live. I talk to the people, I talk to the listeners them people. I make the listeners them really know what real take place with Rying King. So people, if you don't want to see that, just run go over IRFM and just go check it out.
Right.
And you know, but still at the music right now, I'm working for my album at this moment, so I don't know. We have a story to forward by March latest, June. But you know, we have a story to tell out of everything, and I don't know. Just want the people look forward to the album, and me still continue to drop singles, so new music are forward at all times. There's work I put in, you know, I'm not going now. They have to do it all.
Well, you know,
yes,
it's so
big
good.
facts.
It's so good to hear that you're working, Rying. Because we see on social media that you were back in the studio I think it's a couple of weeks or some months ago. With the album that you're working on, can you give us a little bit more details about it in terms of how many tracks you have, any collaborations, anything like that? How far are you with the album so far?
And even a title.
Yeah.
The album due, you know, but I guess I just the time I know though.
Yeah, good timing now.
Yeah, man, a good timing, and yeah, I have a couple collabs I got up on it that way, and you know, I think more than 12 tracks may I deliver. So yeah, I don't know, and we have some great collabs out there on it still, isn't it? So I don't really want to discuss, but I don't know some great collabs I got up on it.
Alright, so you don't want to tell us who? Not even one of the collaborations.
Yeah, but I don't know what we say. Sean Paul I got up on it.
Nice.
Mad. Nice.
Spice upon it. No man, you're going good already, Bridget.
No, Rying, we see you drop some singles. I mean, we see Cheddar, Glue, and Mission are some of the latest releases. Can you talk to us about Mission? Like, how did that come about and the whole storyline?
Yeah, well, I think just the mission, you know. I'm there for a mission, you know, so I saw the storyline forward because, you know, the mission never stop, you know, all in them.
What's the, if you can, what's the mission?
Well, the mission is to make the people them know Rying King not just as an artist, but can relate to him songs them and know say I'm daily living. You understand? Mission to engage with a bigger variety of people. You understand? People from all over the world. Wow, music here reach. You understand? So the mission is the mission, and I'm born to do it. So you understand? Am I a legacy? So you don't know. Go sing more the mission like I'm sing more the legacy.
But you know, Rying King, you've been through a bit in terms of, you know, you've been injured and so on. There's also a second problem now, which is this big corona virus. How have you been managing with Corona and getting your work done? How have you been managing in terms of no shows and so on?
Well, you don't know. Before me ever get shot or been injured or anything like that. You know, it teach me a lot still to say. But I really, if I get to sit down and analyze and realize too, because guess what? It's like you being up and down all the time shows, from plane to plane,
Yeah.
And it's like the more get the time to sit down and make certain things, but we get time to sit down and make certain things. Despite of war going, we know say people are dying and them something, but just feel like more while some things I'm for a reason, and we are me have to think from a different angle right now.
Yeah.
You understand? Approaching different angle right now, said we too. Isn't it? So it affect, but the affect them not so big to me. It affect dancehall in general, like
Yes. Yeah. Continue ragging. I think that was being played not intentionally. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say we understand why it forward come do and we learn from it said we too. So the advantage and disadvantage. So
well, it's good that you're
different.
Yes.
A different aspect to all of that, Rying. Like you spoke about how you are doing things differently, but COVID also put forward the virtual way of life where we see even music, people are enjoying music in the virtual space. Has all of this changed the way how you create music? Because there aren't any tours, there aren't any live stage shows, but just to utilize the virtual platform, has that really changed how you produce music?
Yes. That's the number one thing it does. It make you sit down and realize that, all right, well, you still your music still fair promote because you have radio play, you have Spotify, you have Apple Music, all type of platforms where music stream through and play daily through. So you have to keep yourself relevant on all of these platforms, not just to say, pump one station or keep on this one. You have to mash up the place tonight. Now is the time where you get to realize that yes, music spread by the internet. Now is the time where you look and say, all right, well, we have to do this at groundwork. If this never be done, we have to go get it done right now. And
I totally agree with you, Ragging, because one of the things that's most important now in terms of the challenges of this pandemic, a lot of artists haven't gotten their paperwork together properly in terms of publishings and royalties and things like that. And there is no shows because a lot of the times the shows are normally the mainstay for the money. The raw cash or the bulk of money normally comes in from performances. A young artist coming up right now, how would you advise them? What would you tell them now, especially in a pandemic time like now, how to keep their business going? What would you advise them?
You said it to yourself. A lot of these artists aren't registered or properly managed, and I have to give thanks to members of my team and being advised or being what do you say? We get some education about the process from day one, so we know what we did say register with Jams or JCAP or we did have BMI, all of these things, and keeping yourself relevant in the business is very important. Likewise, the paperwork. So if you keep yourself relevant right now and you have no paperwork, you can't benefit the youth. Them not gonna eat. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, like I say, the stage show you depend on. And my advice to the youth them we are forward in our business is to just wise up before you forward in this business, because it will eat you up, man, and spit you out right away.
So true.
Yeah, man.
Rying, looking at your journey, how you started, what you have accomplished, what you have gone through, and where you are now. What are some of the life lessons that you have learned along the way that has made you a wiser entertainer?
Well, a lot, So much I don't even know that. A lot. We have learned, me in general, I have learned a lot, well, good and bad. And I know say if they once you have life, you will overcome. You know, because me can say me learn it the hard way in a lot of ways.
Yes.
You know, and God have a purpose for me to being here and to be able to talk to, you know, personals like you and, you know,